Getting a Hunger Games feel with this one, lol. Autonomy of a Seniac video. Guys, 75% road layout OCD, 10% using the zoning term incorrectly, 15% actual builds, 100% still coming back to watch every time. Seniac. We have 30,000 people, 4 islands, and about 5 schools. Seniac. Now let's sort out the terrain, because it's sort of all over the place, isn't it? Me. Where else do you expect it to be, lol? The ocean. Leave me alone. Seniac. Does roundabouts manually. Me. You messed up the roundabouts. Seniac. I am so foolish. Guys! Welcome back to another episode of the Fool's Kingdom here in City Skylines, where we started to build the high density areas in the last episode of the Fool's Kingdom. We pretty much only set up the grid format before we go on to kind of create the big populous area of that side of the island. But before we do go down that road, I want to kind of get ahead of myself in terms of traffic. And by doing that, I'm going to start implementing the first metro lines within the Fool's Kingdom. It's going to aid people to travel around the island a little bit better, and it also, as I continue the expansions, might aid the traffic scenario or situation that might incur from us adding more people to the island. So if you guys do enjoy this, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. But boys, hold on, wrong button. Bam! There we go. We are back, and we seem to have a nice little garbage issue and a little bit of a death wave too. So let's sort this out first then and see what's crack-a-lacking. So death care is pretty good, but that is for all 4 kingdoms. So I'm going to have to add in some more crematoriums. I didn't realise. Well, I did realise, but it's like, can you please everyone stop dying? Please. Can you listen to me and not die? Where should I place this one? I think I'm going to try and drop it in somewhere that doesn't kill. Ooh, there. Okay, there's no house there, so I think I'm just going to drop it there for now. But provide some additional crematorium usage. And I'm surprised with the amount that we do have on Fool's Kingdom, that they're just not collected. I mean, and then again, maybe there's just too many people being dead. So, yeah. Right, next one down. Let's give it some time to pass. I know we got a little bit of a garbage issue, but I want to move this to over here. I keep saying this. I keep putting it off. But I do. But that's not my main focus today. I want to sort out the public transportation system on this kingdom. So, if we take a look at what we currently have, we have a transport hub here, which has 2 routes coming out of it. It has the red loop, which I've been using that to kind of be the collection loop to get all the people to this transport hub, then to get them to change onto the green line, which then takes them all the way to the industrial area, which takes them to work. But since then, obviously, we've got this area. Oh my goodness me, there is a lot of death. We've got this area set up too. Hold on. We have a lot of death. Right. Is that caused from... Hold on. We're not polluting the water, are we? No. Okay, I got visions and of that happening. But anyway, so we got so that's basically what happens. So what I want to do is I want to run a metro line all the way down here through the industrial area up to this area. So I think I'm going to put like kind of a transport hub at the kind of top here in this populous area. And then if I run a line going down and having stops every so often, that is then going to eliminate the green route. We'll keep the red bus route because that collects all the people around this residential area, sends them to the transport hub, which they'll then jump on a metro, they can stop off at all the workplaces and get over to here to the other transport hub, which will then have another bus route that collects the people around it. So the buses are going to collect the peeps, the metro line is going to transfer the peeps from other sides of the island. Thus hopefully eliminating, well not eliminating, but reducing the amount of passenger traffic on the roads, which is going to be a big help for us. Now, that is what I want to try and do, but I've got to try to also solve this death issue. So, we've got a crematorium over here. I'm going to have to squeeze another one in over here, don't I? So, yeah, put it in a spot where there's not really a building right now. Do I throw it there or is that too... No, we'll throw it here. There. Boom. So another one in. So many... why is it just all of a sudden so many deaths? I mean, what is the healthcare coverage? Average health is 61%. That's not good. The big hospitals over here. We don't really have any healthcare over here, do we? So let's place in a couple of medical clinics right now. So I'm so sorry, but you are now going to get wrecked, boy. So I provide a little bit more health coverage right now. I didn't realise, is it just False Kingdom feeling that effect? Oil Town is okay. Fredonia has a couple of issues too. What about the vegans? Of course the vegans are okay. Of course they are. All they do is eat plants. Fools. So, while we hopefully solve all that, let me just fast forward then. Hopefully get some stuff done. But let's place down the transport hub. So we're going to use the exact same one we've got previously, which this one provides... No, it's not. It's this one. Provides the 2 routes. So if I did place it here, for example, we have the left and right and up and down. The left and right will come across this way to hook up to this. And then that, well, the up and down one there. And the left and right there will come down this way and maybe hook up to the up and down one here. Or we might have an additional transport hub over here, which will connect them both. But it allows you to kind of connect, go different routes, which will be quite interesting. So if I drop this here then, and then we kind of want to drop in a few little stops as we go along. So to the metro, which is here, we get the underground stop just there. So if we're running along here, I don't think we'll do a stop around here. Or do we? You know what, I will. I'll place a stop just there. We'll also have a stop at the moment that will end... Right, I'll place it just here. So the road can continue down, which will serve that area. So that kind of pretty much bends around and ends there. And that might be the final stop. Right, and then we run down here, which I think... We'll do it... Where should I pull it? I'm just kind of scanning and looking around right now. I think I'm going to pull it like on these, like here. So if I did one there... Right, and then instead of a miss 2, put one there. Miss 2, put one there. Miss 2, put one there. Yeah, that's how I could do it. So miss 1, put one here. Miss 1. Then I would want to put one there. Miss 1, and then put one just here. So I want to put one there. But I'm just going to have to slightly move the coal plant, which I'm going to place it to the side here. So it's a lot of subway stops, but we want them to utilize public transport as much as possible. That's good. I like it. And then it will pretty much come down this way. So we do want to stop around here, but not too far in, because then it defeats the purpose of having... said bus route, but at the same time I could also integrate the bus route by having a stop near the stop, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So if I dropped this one, say here, then I had an additional one just here, and that will bend around and connect to there. And what I can do is I can make sure then, like the bus routes, like we have a stop nearby here somewhere, so they can transfer to that one easy. I'll probably move that stop a little bit further down. Well, there's a stop just there as well, so they can utilize either one of them. So they don't always have to go straight to the transport hub. They're able to kind of go to an individual stop, which will also make it a little bit easier for them. But that's my initial route. Now, I could also run an additional one down to here, which I'm going to do as well. We'll have that one there. And then, is that as far as we want to take it? Or do I have then an additional one for the park? Yeah, you might be saying to Nick, you're going way over the top right now. But if someone lived here, they've either got to walk to there or walk to there. Just jump on there. Just make it, just make it a little bit easier for them. So, this is the False Kingdom. We can invest this type of money into our public transport network. We got all the cash right now. The only thing we don't have is all the residents, because they're all freaking dying. This problem ain't going away, is it? This problem is not going away right now. Oh no, it has slightly over here. We now just got garbage issues. It could be literally the garbage issue the reason why they're feeling a little bit sick. So I'm going to drop in them. Do you know what? Well, for now, we'll just keep loading this area up. We'll drop 2 more additional kind of incinerators there, providing a little bit more power. More garbage trucks out. We can get rid of the garbage a little bit more easy. So look at the amount of garbage trucks now just pumping out of this area. So hopefully I can go pick up all the garbage in the Fool's Kingdom, and then everything's all good. All good in the hood. Because we're starting to get rid of garbage symbols. Right. So. I'm going to drop a nice little section of commercial just here. Just so it leads into this and also gives it a little bit of power. We'll extend this over to... Nice. And then we're pretty much ready to then connect it all up, right? So. Tunnel mode. Right, we got tunnel mode now, boys. And I wonder how this is going to work. So, where did that line go? So we'll do it to... I'm trying to think what the best angle would be. Now, we'll just keep it simple to here. And then just simply go straight like that. So that'll be our first kind of connection of the stop there. This to there. Keep it diagonal. It's fine. There's no big issues or whatnot. And then bring this down to here. Bring this one just up to there. And then we should, by a 10 by 10, have that simple little bend which connects those guys up. So while we are trying to connect them, we're trying to do it on the shortest kind of route possible, if possible. That is the case. That's just the standard straight across. Same to here. It will be for all these industrial ones. Bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. And then we are now kind of bending straight away to connect up to here. So if I chose this point here and then went to, let's say, just there. And then I think we can just get away with the standard straight little connection there. There's no big issues there. Bring this down to here. And then simply connect up to there. So, again, as simple as we can pretty much make it. This is going to be a straight connection. And this will come up to here. Which I think will be in like an 18 by 18, won't it? It's quite difficult to get that to connect. There we go. And then these are almost straight. So that's almost, wait, it's diagonal slightly, and then this one's pretty much straight. So that is all that done. Def is still an abundant. Why is the def so bad? Waiting for a dead person to be transported. Like, come on, guys. Where are all your vehicles right now for the death care? Like, sort it out, mate. Do I need to drop another graveyard down? I don't want to, but I might be forced to. I don't know what's going down with them. We got like a ridiculous amount of capacity. I think it's kind of... I don't know if it... Do you know what? I actually think it is slowly sorting stuff out, because now the garbage has all been slowly collected. I mean, all this death was gone, and then they focused on the other area, and then some death came back up. It's a weird one. I wonder if I now set up the transport route, if we'll then see any benefits, because a dead person could be transported on the metro. Haha, just joking. Not joking, really. I get all these stops down right now. They're all going to love this. This is quite the amazing route we're getting created. So to there, and then pretty much back again. So make sure we hit every stop on the way back. So I'm hoping that we're going to see a ridiculous amount of people using this metro line. Because that is what it was intended for. Alright, to there. To there. And we end there. Boom. Nice. Which then means I could technically get rid of the green route. Because it still pretty much stops pretty much where all the stops for the current subway line are. Now, as of right now, we have got on that, is it this one? Here, isn't it? Yeah. 118 passengers. We're going to delete it. So it's now gone. And I might reconfigure the red route for our buses here. So where this comes down to here and then stops there, it's a good stop there. But I'm thinking I bring, because there's, I mean, I want to stop there for the passenger line. I feel like I need to push that back slightly to there. So I can maybe have an additional stop there. Just to collect a few people there as the bus route comes round. Subway stop there for that kind of area. Goes into there. That goes around and collects everybody. But I'm thinking cut it in a bit. So instead I cut it into there and then bring that to then here. Just because if I put it there, the circle around it. If I put it there, I move the circle here. It still picks up these guys here around here. But also gets a few more people around here too in the center. So we'll go with that. And then it comes up to... Where's that? Oh, yeah, that does need to stop up here. Oh, I don't know why I'm moving it. For people to get off the ferry line just there. Pretty much comes back down. And I'm going to have two separate stops there, not to overload one bus stop. So yeah, I think I'll pretty much just keep that as it is. Alright. Then I want to create a small little collection route for the bus line here. So if I start there, which way does it come out? It comes out this way. Start there, we'll tear through here. We'll then have a... Actually, no. So we'll have a stop there. So this is only going to be a temporary route until we set up more road network. So have a stop there, which will integrate with this one. Then we have a stop just here. We'll bring this all the way around down to then here. Have a stop just on this side. And then pretty much take it back. Right, that is solely a collection route to pick people up and either get them to the transport hub or to the two subway stops within this little area. That is solely all that bus route is for now. Until we set up more roads and have like a better kind of, you know, better infrastructure, better network connection to then set up a really good bus route. But that will do for now. That will do for now. So we might see this Hemlock Hill be used a little bit more because we haven't had a really good subway line right next to it. So we might see some more people using it. Some people might walk through it to get to that subway stop. We don't know. Have those issues now gone? They seem to have gone on this side. Still a few just over here. Now I know we had medical care just over there. There we go. So I think I'm going to drop a small little clinic over here too. Which I'll use, obviously, that there. Small little medical clinic, get people a little bit healthier. And we should be all good to go. We should be all good to go. It's actually quite exciting, this is, isn't it? So, with the couple of minutes that the new subway line has been used, we are already seeing 516 people using it. So let's check the route anyway. So, are the trains being filled up? And the answer is pretty much yeah. So I'm going to change it to add in an additional 2 trains on the metro line. Pick up some extra peeps, which will be a big help for us. Should be a really big help for us. So a lot of passengers at the transport hub, of course it is. There's a lot just here as well. And then 500 is at this stop here. Wow. 500 at this stop? That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy, isn't it? I don't know if an extra 2 is going to be enough. And it's only going to get used more and more as time goes on. So maybe I up it to 10. So I've added additional 4 trains in that line. So hopefully then that will be enough. But you never know. You never freaking know. Interesting. That's really interesting. So, for the most part, we solved the issues. Looking good. Looking good. So, why don't we add then a little bit of extra pizzazz to this area. So, I mentioned last episode I wanted to create something very similar to what I did over here. With the little overpass on this section. The only difference is, this technically doesn't line up ideally. Or does it? I actually think it does. I could be wrong. But let me get out of underground mode. And let me see what I can kind of create. Am I still in underground mode? Seniac, get above the ground, fool. So if I brought this by 10 by 10, I wonder how this is going to go. So if I go 5 by 4 by 4, 4 by 8, and then we got a. How is that look? I don't know if it looks good or not. What is the distance between these two? 22. So if I get a 8 by 8. Eight by 8. Why is that slightly wonky? I think it's because of this, isn't it, here? Hold on. So I went fully up rather than smack bang to there. Right, that should be fine. Right, 8 by 8. Straight across. Keep it simple, mate. Keep it simple. And if I do the same again, 8 by 8. There we go, 8. And what was the distance there? It was 6. So 6 across. And then by 8. Down to 0. So, while the roundabout is not perfectly in the middle, those feel really far over. It's because the roads are not parallel to anything that we've already kind of created. Now that should technically, that doesn't even go down straight. So what have I done now? I don't think this is 8, is it? That's 10. That's 10! Sediac, get it right, boy. So then I could... Does that look a little bit normal? I don't know if it looks a bit normal or not, but I could do this. Or I could use one of these roads to then bring it up, but I don't know where that's going to end, to be quite honest with you. I don't exactly know where that's going to end. And it already does look a little bit funky. I could do a singular road. A singular road could always work, but then I might see like a lot of traffic coming to that. But if I don't do that, vehicles will go around here to then turn in to go straight over, which could also be a nice little thing. It's a weird one. But I think for now we'll keep it like that. So where would the connection be? Because as cool as the one in Veganville looked, I don't think I'm going to get the same kind of effect on this side. But this is what it allows me to do. It allows me to kind of build right up to the edge. And place in a few more kind of junctions. I mean, the bus route's already using it, which is a big help for them for some reason. So that wouldn't quite connect up. This doesn't connect up until quite close. Which even then, is it worth their while? It's the world's smallest bend. I don't know. It doesn't look too good, does it? No, honestly, it doesn't look too good. So I think what I'm going to do is delete it up to there. And then where does it then kind of... Because I could bring it over as like a big overpass. But like I said, you don't get the same effect, do you? And that would almost run down to it as well. So then for us on this one, it'll be that one it connects to. I mean, it's handy already for some vehicles. So let me pause for a quick min. So it kind of bends over, and what it does, it then switches over slightly and then goes into our grid format. So you don't really kind of lose much, but at the same time you kind of do. So I'm going to delete it back again, and I'm going to extend these roads straight to... So to here, to here. That's way too close. So if I do by 5... I ain't going to get the same effect because this is not perfectly straight. Also, that alignment is not perfect. So I ain't going to get that. So I think I should try trying to create the same effect. Because I know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. But your boy could only dream. But if it came down to that, maybe I could use a bit of the move it tool. It looks so weird. It does look so weird. Let me kind of just get rid of it all. I don't know why I'm attempting to do this. I don't know why. But that works anyway, that little overpass. I do kind of need an overpass. There's no question about it. Or maybe I can do an underpass. So if I did it underground, I can't see how wonky the roads are going to be. Maybe I'll do it underground then. So if I go down by 8, cross. Yeah, if I did it there, and then I went here by 10, down by 8. Now, you can't see the monstrosity that happens underneath. You only see... Nah. It's shocking, mate. It's shocking. Don't even go down that road. Get the joke? Don't even go down that road. Hilarious. What I think I'll do instead is we'll create... Where's the road? Where is it? There it is. So I bring this out by 10. And then connect. And then do what we can here to... bend that in slightly. And it creates that little connection here to lead into this area. So, gonna add in the additional stuff for it right now. We do the giveaway signs just here. So we then have the ability to bring in vehicles a little bit easier, but I don't know whether it takes too much. Oh, hang on, I've got no power on that side. I don't know whether it takes too much away from this road, but, you know, does it then make this road a little bit too busy? It's one of them things, isn't it? I don't think I'm ever going to win. But what it kind of does show is that maybe this road bending around is not the best way to go about doing it. I'm still missing power. I feel like I might need to reconfigure this area. And this road. To get these all to line up and match up. Just feels like that's what I need to do. Not going to focus on it today, though. Not going to focus on today. But I feel like now, with those additional trains on the Metro Loop, 890. Whew. So let's take a look at them now, then. So the stops are a lot lower. That big one is now at 100, well, 200. Well, the trains are, again, borderline looking full. That one's now going to stop and take a lot of peeps away from it. And could I potentially get away with adding an additional 2 more on? Right, we're going to cover ourselves for the future slightly, add 2 additional on, which is pretty much now doubled the original amount of trains. There was originally 6, there's now 12. And the bus route, so the red bus route here, Fool's Kingdom, how are these buses holding up with that loop? So we do have a lot of buses on one of these stops. And it's pretty much only one of the stops that we see the majority of the people on. But I think I'm going to add in an additional 2 more buses. And then if I go back to the latest one we added in, here, on the other side, we've got 5 buses on, which got a lot of people waiting there. Which I'm going to up this to 8. There we go. So just playing around with our routes and public transport routes. Hopefully we can ease it a bit and get more peeps on. I'm going to redo this. I don't like how that's so wonky to this. It kind of ruins anything that I do want to create. I get it because, you know, we're coming down to the peninsula, but I can make that work if that was a bit more straight. All the roads will flow wonderful then. It either needs to be straight or a lot more slanted so I can do proper bends. Because the current angle that it is doesn't allow me to do a really good bend, you know, to it. And it kind of throws us all a little bit off center, doesn't it? It really does. So we'll definitely come back to kind of fixing or sorting something out there. I thought this was going to be heavily used, but it's not being as used as much. But every vehicle that uses that is one less using this road. So I suppose it's always kind of some type of benefit in a way. But yeah, looking pretty good. So I think we'll do one more episode of us kind of working out some of the issues in the current kingdoms. And then we're going to add in our next kingdom, boys. We're slowly getting there. Slowly getting there. So if you did enjoy this episode, guys, we've added in our first little metro line within the Fool's Kingdom, then please, make sure you smash that like button down below. The roads are still busy, but they don't feel as busy as they once were. Things are moving. Things are rocking and rolling. Things are now happening. So until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good